We are on the road to SummerSlam now. First place in the ratings as Smackdown, led by Xavier Woods and this company, has had a heck of a premium live event at Extreme Rules. We again have specialists only for our MyGM series here, meaning every single superstar in the entirety of this series will be specialist only, opening up the options for us to book some fantastic shows. The odds are stacked against us as we have two double cost cards played against us following that premium live event, meaning this next show here for SmackDown is going to be pivotal as every match is double the cost times 2. So as we're getting into the road to SummerSlam here, you see we have a lot of stamina mitigation we're having to go through. As you look at the stamina here, some of our top superstars, if we sort it by popularity, a lot of our top superstars are below 50 on the stamina meter, which means we are using our stamina recovery 3 card on our champion Cody. Logan Paul back from injury, but he is going to be out of action for some time with the stamina issue he is having, and then some other champs down there as well. So this first week with the double cost times 2, we're going to make sure we give a lot of action to those that have been out of action and potentially grow some new rivalries. And taking a look at the commissioner goal, Triple H wants us to have one Iron Man match this week. We'll get a double cost reward card if we fulfill that, but we have to keep in mind the double cost cards inactive against us will make it very, very expensive. And also Dakota Kai, we've promised her a match this week as well. So simulating our Iron Man match, Dexter Lumis defeated by Jinder Mahal, a 3-star match in the Iron Man match there, and Bailey with a promo gets us 5,000 fans right there out the get. With the triple threat upcoming next, we're going to see a winner right there for Indy. Wow, 1.5-star match. It does grow the rivalry though for Kai and Morgan. As we move on to our mid card, Mustafa Ali, Robert Roode picks up the W. 2-star match. Nothing exciting, but it does begin a rivalry there. And as we head to the main event, Braun Breaker, Johnny Gargano, it is going to be a win for Johnny Gargano. The dub, 3.5 stars, grows the feud further. That's big right there as we head into the other shows on the docket. So we're just going to go simulate this whole show here for NXT. We're also going to simulate the show as we get a look at Raw. I'm not too excited about anything they got going, and WCW, of course, as well. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here is our show. We again didn't do tremendous, but not too bad. I think Raw had a really good show, as did WCW, as Raw's kind of finding their footing. Again, we were backs against the wall because of the double cost times 2 on us. Taking a look at fans, we gained 46,474 fans and a profit, surprisingly enough, of $12,000. I will take that dub all day, every day. Looking at NXT, they gained 42,000 fans, $71,000 in profit. Raw with 44,748 fans and $44,000 in profit. Raw is coming on strong. And last but not least, 55,000 fans gained for WCW with $57,000. What a huge week there for Eric Bischoff's group. And as we completed the commissioner goal, we get a brand new double cost card, which we can use for next week's show. And at the end of the week, we are still on top of the landscape. We are on top by about 11,000 fans over Tyler Breeze and NXT. So Tamina, she's sick of working at NXT. Very interesting. Tamina potentially wanting to make the switch. She's willing to ditch her contract and come over to the blue brand for $81,000. We will do it. Come on, Tamina. Big opportunity here for us as we head to the next show. Triple H for commissioner goal have at least one Extreme Rules match this week. We will get a To the Moon card, which will raise popularity by 15 for a superstar with less than 60 popularity. This is a must this week. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and use our GM card cheat code. We get to select a superstar from an opposing brand's roster. They will permanently join our roster. So ladies and gentlemen, over at Raw, you have Seth Rollins, who's apparently been doing little to nothing with 100 stamina, 62 popularity. We're going to welcome him to the blue brand. He will be available. We are stealing him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the card we have booked as we get ready for hopefully a really big show with a title on the line in our main event. So as we get the opener, it's Robert Roode versus Mustafa Ali in a tables match. Robert Roode with another win. The rivalry continues to grow. Huge start there for that as Cody Rhodes calls out Roman. The feud is now capped off at level 4 to blow off at SummerSlam. Now, triple threat time. This is, again, we're just trying to build up Indy Hartwell as we can. She gets another win in the triple threat. 1.5 star crapper right there. A nice call out there. Jimmy gets an okay. Does progress the feud to level 4, it looks like, right there on the promo. And as we get to a mid-card matchup, Johnny Gargano, Braun Breaker. Johnny with another win over Breaker. 3.5 star matchup. And it leads to another call out. Raquel growing the feud there. We have lots of level 4 feuds heading into SummerSlam soon. And the main event, Asuka versus Bayley. And Bayley defeats and dethrones the champ. 3-star match, grows a rivalry out of it as well. Bayley, your new champion for the women's brand here in SmackDown. And as we take a look at the ratings following this week, you see we had a pretty decent showing outside of the first mid-card. Raw, though, as we take a look at the Raw show card there, they had a really good show overall, except for the main event, which was a kind of a stinker for them there. But 3 stars, man. WCW had a really solid show overall, and NXT solid except for the opener and mid-card. Overall, though, very intriguing. Let's see how it all shakes up. We're looking at SmackDown here. We gained 43,000 fans and a profit of $62,000. No new show notes, unfortunately. NXT with 46,000 fans gained with $57,000. Raw gains 37,000 fans and $77,000 in profit. And lastly, WCW with 48,000 fans gained $84,000 as well. And that puts us with a brand new To the Moon card because we fulfilled another goal from the commissioner. We will be sure to use that this next week. And a double cost card as well has been gained. Big time gains here for Xavier Woods and SmackDown. And following the week, we are still on top by about 9,000 fans as NXT slowly catching up as we slowly start to separate. But the big area we are struggling right now, as you can see, is the budget. We are falling way behind. Seth Rollins is coming over to the blue brand. We will have him available this week. And Logan Paul is giving us ultimatums because we haven't been using him lately. He was injured. His stamina was in the gutter. And now he's wanting a $100,000 bonus. Sorry, Logan, you can go. And we're about to use our To the Moon card to give somebody with below 60 popularity 15 extra popularity. And ladies and gentlemen, I think it's just right for us. We're going to go ahead and give it to Dexter Lumis, ladies and gents. Dexter Lumis now with that big bonus. It's going to jump him up big time. And we have gone ahead and purchased the ×2 crew cost and ×2 arena cost that we can give to an opposing brand available next week. So we will do this next week right before the go home show for the pay-per-view. We're going to do it to right now. I'm going to do NXT's right on our right there on us. We're going to do it to NXT fully and just completely come after Tyler Breeze and the black and gold brand there and see what we can do. So the show is booked. You see it's going to cost us $82,000. We have a titles on the line for the tag team women's division. Let's get into it. So getting into our first matchup, we're going to simulate the women's tag team matchup, and they retain. And it grows a tag feud. 3 stars on the opener. Roman with a decent promo, gaining us 5,000 fans there as we move on to the triple threat mid-card matchup. And the winner is Carmelo Hayes, your Intercontinental Champion. The feud for Gargano and Breaker reaches its breaking point at level 4. As we move to a self-promo, Jimmy Uso with an okay promo. Mid-card matchup time. This is between the champ and Bayley. Bayley with the win in a non-title matchup, 3 stars. And a self-promo from Robert Roode for popularity gain there. As we head to the main event, our newest addition, Seth freaking Rollins taking on Lumis. Jinder Mahal with a run-in. Extreme Rules, and Rollins wins in his SmackDown debut in a 2.5 star stinker of a main event. Unfortunately, not what I was wanting to see. As we look at the ratings here, everybody very consistent, but look at the black and gold brand. They are back with a 4-star, 3.5 star, 3.5 star, and 4-star. They put on a tremendous show. They did add a lot of money spent there. Tables, matches across the board with the steel cage match main event, 2 titles on the line, and promos and call outs. They spent a lot of money there. We fortunately didn't have to spend a ton outside of some promos and the Extreme Rules match. Raw, kind of did their thing still, staying the course, in WCW as well. So let's see how we did in the ratings as we gained 42,824 fans and $63,000 gained in profit. Looking over at NXT with 57,000 fans gained, $31,000 in profit as well. Raw coming in with a low 35,000 fans gained and only $8,000 in profit. And last is WCW, 45,000 fans gained and $85,000 in profit. So they're staying the course. As you look at the ratings, NXT, they're back and they've jumped us by quite a bit there as we go down to number 2. They spent a lot of money on that show, and apparently it paid off for them as they jump over SmackDown in the ratings. We're back to number 2. And it is time for the go home show, and NXT and Breeze hits us with yet again another double cost card applied, $75,000. All right, we're going to go ahead and use these 2 cards here. We're going to do double cost on NXT next week. That'll be for a pay-per-view, and we're also going to go veto a superstar for one of the next week's show. So this will be for a pay-per-view. We're going to veto their most popular superstar next show, and we could do that again. No, we can't. We can only do 1 per week, so we'll see how that shakes out for the premium live event SummerSlam next week. And ladies and gents, yeah, we're going to do it. The Rock is available, 10-week program. That can be good for 2 pay-per-views. We're bringing him in. It's going to cost a lot of money, but hopefully this investment will pay off big time for the Blue Brand. All right, so this is the go home show. We booked it out. We have some big stuff going also with the debut of The Rock in the main event. So getting to the opener, this is Asuka Bayley with another win over Asuka, 3.5 stars, grows the feud to level 2. Moving on to a call out, Robert Roode. Growing that rivalry is what we need to see. We have another tag team action for the women's division. The champs win the matchup, 2 stars. It does progress the feud to level 2 as Rollins beginning a rivalry to level 3 automatically here. Maybe not. Let's see. Call out level 2 to 3 does not say rivalry, so just promo skill. Okay, interesting. You got Loomis versus Mahal. Hopefully gets this to level 4 rivalry. No, it doesn't. And rivalry grows level 4 now for Dakota Kai, and Liv Morgan. And our triple threat, here we go. We have The Rock's debut here on SmackDown, and Cody defeats... Wow, I'm shocked by that. Cody with a 3-star matchup there in the main event. Let's get into the ratings now as you see what NXT's got going. So taking a look at the ratings, we did fairly well, actually. Unfortunately, the main event wasn't as good as the opener for us, but WCW put on a heck of a show. Let's look at NXT there. They had a really good opener with the North American title on the line. Raw had a good opener and a good finisher overall, but nothing really going in between. And then WCW started fairly well, and they finished with a banger of a main event there with Natalya defending against Ronda Rousey. Now looking at the numbers, we gained $46,000 in fans. We gained $95,000 in profit overall. NXT with $45. Good Lord, I can't talk. NXT with 45,000 fans gained, $46,000 gained in profit. Raw with 45,000 fans gained and a loss of $14,000. And WCW with 51,000 fans gained and almost 100,000. They had $97,000 gained in profit. And at the end of the week, it's not enough. We're still 5,000 fans behind NXT, but we got to pay attention to what's happening behind us there. With WCW, Eric Bischoff, they're coming on strong as we head now in to a huge show. It is SummerSlam. And here we go. Limited stock has been applied against us. Selecting brand, double the price of power cards in the shop next week against us. Well, that's fine by me. Roman Reigns' contract is due at the end of this week. We can give him a new extension. Man, we're going to do it just because. I'm going to see if you would like $109,000. What do we say to that? Will you take it, Roman? Okay, he takes it. He takes it. I'll take it. Mustafa Ali has been in talks with The Rock a lot lately. He has a great idea if they team up in a tag match. Okay, not the group I would have thought of, but let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the card. We were very short on money, but we have, I think, some good matches to show for it. Let's get into SummerSlam. Hopefully it's a banger. We'll see how it happens here. So in our opening matchup, here we go. Asuka versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. Bayley with the win. a 4.5-star banger, new champion as well. Rhea Ripley gives us some charity there. Moving on to the IC title matchup, we have on the line Carmelo Hayes, Jimmy Uso. Who will win? And Carmelo retains the IC title. 3-star match, growing a feud now there. Moving on to the mid card to blow off this level 4 rivalry, and Johnny Gargano defeats Breaker. 3-star match is completed. The rivalry as we head to the triple threat matchup. We have The Rock, Mustafa, and Seth Rollins, and The Rock wins this matchup. It's a 2-star match. Holy crap. As we head to the main event, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Cody versus Roman Reigns. Who will win at SummerSlam? Let's go ahead and simulate this matchup as Cody retains against the Tribal Chief. A 4.5-star banger as we complete the rivalry now between Cody and Roman. Well, looking at the ratings, we had a pretty good, the opener and closer is exactly what you want to see. The mid-card was floundering, especially that third mid-card matchup. You look at NXT, what they were able to do, put on a very, very consistent show, but they didn't finish very strong overall. Raw put on a pretty consistent show across the board here. And WCW, I told you to watch out for them. They had 3 4-star matches or above. Incredible shows across the board. Let's see how the ratings look as we head to the ratings. We gained 129,000 fans and $70,000 gained in profit. Moving on to NXT with 160,000 fans gained $22,000 in profit. Raw, 107,000 fans gained $48,000 in profit. And let's see what WCW's got. 115,000, and they lost so much. Holy crap, $130,000 lost. And where does that put us all? We gained a special promotion card, ensuring that we'll retain most of our fans this week, so we can use that before a pay-per-view potentially, or just a regular show. We're second though, following our second pay-per-view of SummerSlam behind NXT. We're right there though. I mean, good Lord, actually NXT, they put on a heck of a show. They are almost 50,000 fans ahead of us now, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of work cut out for us if we want to take over NXT. Can we achieve that? Moving in to our third pay-per-view as we are now on the road to Hell in a Cell.